Recently, plagiarism accusations have been loud across the K-pop industry. From rising artists to global icons like Lisa and BTS, no one seems immune to claims of copying others' work. What exactly is going on? Plagiarism has always been part of the K-pop conversation, surfacing again and again over the years. Back in 2009, G-Dragon was accused of copying Flo Rida's Right Round in his solo debut track, Heartbreaker. The case caused quite the stir, ending with G-Dragon being issued a warning by Sony Korea. In 2010, IU's Boo sparked debate for sounding too similar to Avril Lavigne's Complicated. Then, in 2014, BTS faced heat over alleged similarities to artists like Drake and Big Bang's T.O.P., especially in terms of visuals and styling. Another case was Blackpink's 2016 debut music video, Whistle. Some fans accused it of copying Red Velvet's One of These Nights due to similar aesthetics, especially since both were directed by the same person, but not everyone was buying it. Plenty of fans jumped in to say the vibes were totally different and that people were just reaching. Regardless, Whistle blew up, racking up views and love from all over the world. In fact, it helped the girl group make K-pop history, becoming the fastest girl group ever to snag their first music show win, just 13 days after debut. Today, the video has over 900 million views. Before Twice's Cheer Up blew up and became the biggest hit of 2016, it faced serious copycat accusations. Fans started comparing it to Girls' Generation's Oh, and the similarities were hard to ignore. Both groups had 9 members, rocked shorts and baseball jackets, and went for a cute cheerleader vibe. The bright, upbeat energy in both music videos also felt pretty close, which led some fans to say Twice was clearly copying. The hate was real for a while, but at the end of the day, the drama didn't stop the song. Cheer Up took off anyway and became just as massive as Oh. After BTS came back from the 2018 Billboard Music Awards in the US, they performed Fake Love in their comeback show with a cool stage setup and carefully picked outfits. Fans loved it, but not everyone was happy. EXO fans, EXO-Ls, claimed BTS copied EXO's Mama music video from 6 years earlier, pointing out that both groups wore black cloaks and had a dark, spooky stage vibe. That kicked off a major fan war online between ARMY and EXO-Ls. ARMY clapped back, saying that style wasn't new and had been used by many artists before. They argued that the plagiarism claims didn't hold water and were just fans reaching for drama. Plagiarism basically means taking someone else's work, like their ideas, music, or visuals, and passing it off as your own without giving credit. Think of it like copying someone's homework or stealing their style and pretending it's yours. It's been around for a while, but lately it's popping up more and more in K-pop discussions. And one label seems to be getting hit the hardest: HYBE. HYBE is the biggest K-pop company in South Korea, managing top groups like BTS, TXT, 17, Lee Seraphim, and more. In 2024, the label found itself in the middle of a mess, facing a wave of plagiarism accusations and even lawsuits, some involving one of its own CEOs. It all started with ILLIT vs. NewJeans. In April 2024, Min Hee-jin, the CEO of ADOR, a label under HYBE, and the mastermind behind NewJeans, publicly accused HYBE's new girl group ILLIT of copying NewJeans. She claimed ILLIT stole their hairstyles, makeup, clothes, dance moves, and even the way they appeared at events. It was wild to see. Imagine family members accusing each other of stealing. Min called a whole press conference and even brought NewJeans' performance director to back her claims. Things got loud fast. In May 2024, HYBE clapped back, releasing a video defending ILLIT. They said the dance moves were inspired by older groups like SES and Girls' Generation. They denied all plagiarism claims and ended things by suing Min Hee-jin for slander, breach of trust, and allegedly trying to take over ADOR from the inside. Ironically, while NewJeans was accusing their parent label of stealing, they themselves were facing legal charges. Around that same time, an English jazz funk band called Shock Attack took legal action against NewJeans, accusing them of copying parts of their track Easier Said Than Done without permission. They sent a claim letter to ADOR and HYBE, saying NewJeans' song Bubblegum infringed on their copyright. Wise, the group that owns the rights to the original track, said it broke copyright law and demanded action. However, ADOR denied all accusations, so HYBE wasn't just dealing with drama from within, it was also facing pressure from outside. But the storm didn't stop there. Lee Seraphim was dragged into it too, accused of mimicking songs and stage performances from artists like Rosalia, Tyla, and SZA. Then the content creators joined in. Several YouTubers claimed that HYBE groups copied their music video ideas without giving credit. Even BTS got pulled into it. In late May 2024, a post titled "HYBE's Crimes Involving BTS's Plagiarism" went viral. It accused HYBE of twisting old plagiarism scandals to make BTS look like the victims. The post made bold claims, saying RM, J-Hope, and Suga had copied lyrics from artists like Drake, Doc2, Big Bang's T.O.P., and more. Back in 2015, BTS denied everything on Twitter. But by 2010, under growing pressure, they admitted to parts of it. The post also pointed out a 2018 BTS concert moment, where a video painted them as victims of false accusations, sparking backlash since they had already confessed in 2015. So why act innocent again? The post accused HYBE of manipulating the story over the years, deny first, admit later, then pretend it never happened. Serious accusation. Fighting for their integrity, HYBE responded aggressively. They sued 7 YouTube channels in South Korea and even took the case to a US court, since they wanted to know who were behind these posts, and Korean courts can't force Google to release YouTuber data. To this day, the company is trying to repair its image and restore its reputation. But while HYBE fights that battle, it's not the only company catching heat. JYP Entertainment also got dragged into it. When NMIXX dropped their debut song "OO," fans noticed how similar it looked to ATEEZ's Illusion MV, especially the flying pirate ship scenes. The resemblance sparked trending hashtags and demands for an explanation. And it's not just the big labels and their artists getting hit with scrutiny, even some of the biggest K-pop idols are facing heat individually. One of the loudest plagiarism controversies recently involved none other than Blackpink's Lisa. Her solo single, "ROCKSTAR," rocked the internet and had fans worldwide hyped, calling her a trailblazer in her own lane. But the spotlight wasn't all glitz and glam. Drama followed fast, with plagiarism accusations coming from multiple directions. First up was Gabriel Moses, the cinematographer behind Travis Scott's FEN music video. He called Lisa out on Instagram, saying a scene from ROCKSTAR looked almost identical to one from FEN. He even posted side-by-side screenshots and demanded credit. Then came another claim, this time from Chinese designer Yue Yang, who said Lisa wore a nearly identical version of her original star-shaped top without permission. She backed it up by posting her full design process. Of course, fans jumped into the mix. Some defended Lisa, saying visuals like that pop up everywhere in the industry, and that the star-shaped top wasn't exactly a brand new idea. With everything going on, it's fair to ask, what's really happening in K-pop? Why are plagiarism issues popping up everywhere? And how is this affecting how fans see their favorite artists? The industry has grown huge. Billions of eyes are watching now, so the stuff some artists might have slipped by with before isn't easy anymore. That doesn't mean everyone accused is guilty. Sometimes similarities happen naturally. Melodies, outfits, or video concepts can look alike without anyone copying. But yeah, some do copy. The pressure to drop viral hits, go global, and compete in an overcrowded market is intense. So, is plagiarism going to be the new normal in K-pop? Will more scandals like this keep coming? K-pop doesn't have strict plagiarism rules, but companies rely on copyright laws and internal checks to protect their work. Songwriters, producers, and choreographers aim to create original content. Labels know plagiarism drama can wreck reputations. And fans? They act like watchdogs, quick to call out anything fishy. That fear of public backlash pushes companies to be more transparent and responsible if they want to keep fans' trust. Bottom line, the more plagiarism drama shows up, the more fans lose respect for their idols. Artists know that they better be fully aware of what they're doing if they want to keep that love and support.